Hello and welcome to Healing Inspiration. I am Ramona and today's reading is What About You Makes Others Feel Insecure? So what about you makes others feel insecure? We have 3 piles for you. I will introduce them and then the links will be in the description box. If you would like a private reading with me, you can send me an email at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com. If you would just like to donate to my channel, a gift of any amount would be appreciated to help support me to keep on creating content. Let's see. Also, I'm having a giveaway at 3,000 subscribers. It's 2 free 1-question readings. And let's see, is there anything else? I think we're good. And I'm going to introduce the piles and get into your readings. Pile number 1 is the Celestite Heart. Pile number 2 is the Labradorite. And pile number 3 is the Rose Quartz. So go ahead and pick your pile or piles and we'll get into your reading. Hi, pile 1. This is your reading if you chose the Celestite Heart. And this reading is, what about you makes others feel insecure? I'll introduce your cards and then we'll get into your reading. From the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, we have the King of Wands. It's getting dark out, so this is as light as it gets in here. Next, we have the Seven of Swords. Then we have the Ace of Pentacles from the Tarot of Sexual Magic. And the Three of Cups. From the Muse Tarot, we have Justice. Then we have the Empress. And from the Light Seers Tarot deck, we have the Moon. That song by Lorde is coming in my mind. What is that called? I forgot. Seven of Pentacles. Then we have from the Wild Offering Oracle deck, Despair. I need your divine intercession right now. O Great Spirit, lift this darkness from my soul. Free me from this burden. Open me to your highest plan. May I be a peaceful vessel for your love. Next, we have the Holy Spirit. Expect miracles. Remember that only love is real. Miracles will occur naturally. Spirit has your back. There's a lot of turquoise blues here. Then that might look really good on you. Maybe you have turquoise blue eyes. Or just are a very good communicator. Next we have, and you communicate from the heart as well, because blue and green are more the turquoise. Then we have from the Goddess Power deck, card number 50, Azumi, Humor. And finally we have card number 11, Passion. Rise, passion, rise up high, inflame my purpose, reach the sky. All right, first of all, what about you makes other people feel insecure? And when I pulled this humor card, she has this great big smile on her face. And I think you probably have a very magnetizing smile, a beautiful smile. Maybe you have very straight or white teeth or just nice teeth. Or it's just your smile. It like brightens up a room. Lightens up a room. And makes you look quite beautiful and attractive and magnetic and very bright. And your brightness makes other people feel dull and feel insecure about, their own light, because they see the light in you, which makes them feel insecure that maybe they're not as shining as bright as you do. Also, we start with the King of Wands, and then we end here with passion. So both of those cards are very fiery, very passionate, obviously with passion, and sexy and sexual and creative. And I feel your fiery type of energy, your leadership capabilities, your passion for life, you're like a go-getter, someone who's very ambitious. You may be in a leadership position or a very high position in your career field. And I think there are people, they feel as though that you're able to get it, and this may not be true, but this makes them feel insecure that, your passion and your looks and your like God-given type of abilities have, come easy, or you're just lucky or something like that. That's because it's like, expect miracles. People feel like good things just happen for you and happen to you, and like they really despair because they feel like they can't be up to your level. They despair of that because it's like, well, they're just lucky or whatever. So someone who's insecure, they will look at you and they don't want to take that responsibility. Know what I'm saying? To do the work that you did to get what you have. Because I'm sure you've done work to get what you have. But they don't see that from the outside looking in, the people who do feel insecure around you. They feel like you've just gotten away with things, or you can get away with things because of your attractiveness and your beauty and your high position, But it looks to me that you have worked really hard for it. And you've dealt with your own haters. You've dealt with people who've been underhanded towards you. You've dealt with betrayal and people who have lied and things like that. It's just that you have overcome it and you have not let it put out your light. Where some other people going through the same situation, they would instead be in despair and, give up, where you have not given up, which makes people feel insecure. And people also feel like with this Ace of Pentacles that you get, all kinds of opportunities that maybe they don't have, that they don't get, that you get offered, relationships, positions, money, titles, like you have access to nicer things, better friends, like you just, they feel like you're lucky, and there's just something innately, that has been bestowed upon you that they can't attain, so that's what makes them feel insecure. And it looks like people are insecure of your level of intimacy with a partner, how you engage in a relationship. Like you're not a shallow person by any means, also with the moon here. Because there's like a depth of intimacy to you and a depth to who you are. I mean, you have this passion, but you also have emotion, and you have relational intimacy, and you have a good sense of humor, and you're someone who's very patient, who's willing to build their wealth. And I mean, people don't see the work that you have put in, like behind the scenes, like this plant. You see these pentacles underneath here, and all this time and energy, and how long it took to grow those roots to get this plant here. But you have been patient and diligent and are willing to make the investment that other people aren't. And that is intimidating. And it's especially intimidating to see someone who's worked for it, because that means they would have to work for it too. So they would prefer just, insecure people would prefer to be like, well, you're just lucky. Also, here we have Libra energy, and we also have Taurus. And you are very, you have the Empress. So the Empress is that bad bee, she has it all. She has, her life together. She is a person who's abundant. They feel like you have the universe within you, and you have the external beauty and the external resources available to you. Like people feel like you have it all, like as a person. And that can be very intimidating to some people. And not only that, because it's like, well, okay, they're really attractive or whatever, but they're probably mean. No, you're a kind and just and fair person. You're a funny person. You're fun to be around. Because we also have the Three of Cups, saying you like to have a good time. You're probably the life of a party. People really are drawn to you and enjoy your energy. So they can't say, well, this person's attractive, but they're an ass or a bee, but you're not. You're not. You're a very kind person. There's also Cancer energy here. You're kind and loving. You're about the home. You're about your family. You're about people you care about. The Empress is also the mother. So you have this good balance of masculine and feminine energy working for you. And you just make people feel good. And those people who are insecure, that makes them feel bad. Doesn't that suck? Where we could be, just appreciate these blessings that other people can give us because they are so cool. It seems like you're, a cool person. You're a giving person, fair and just and ambitious, and you have a good sense of humor, and you're a person of depth and intimacy, and I think you're, fun in friendships, fun at parties, someone who has opportunities, and I feel like you can actually you can offer opportunity to other people because you are just, I want to say you definitely are blessed, but I also see that you've worked hard for it and you've overcome obstacles to get there. I don't know what kind of flowers these are. Little bell flowers. Cute. Hearing the song You Can Ring My Bell. You can ring my bell. Ring my bell. I'm not a singer, so anyhow. Let's see if we have anything else. We have 2 11s for you here. We have 1111. So definitely high vibrational spiritual energy. I think you are someone who is on that higher path of ascension as well, which can make other people feel insecure. But it's like they could follow your example, they could learn from you, and they could do the same things. And they waste their time by just feeling insecure. Also, I'm kind of seeing a chameleon here. Like, another thing that people are insecure about around you is because you have all these different aspects of yourself that you can bring out at any given time. Say in the workplace, you can be very professional. When you're out at a club, you can, be the life of the party. When you're at home, you can be that mother-like, father-like caretaker. If, you're in the community, you're a person of justice and fairness. When it comes down to money, you really invest. When it comes down to your health and beauty and your looks and attractiveness, you can, step into that self-care mode. And I think people, or that spiritual mode. So, because the Empress just has everything to me. And everything really displayed here. And so I think that's how you make people insecure. You're just a very whole person. That's the way people view you. So when they are lacking or feel they are lacking, that makes them feel insecure. So that's what I have for you, pile one. I hope that inspired and encouraged you and gave you some insight. If so, please give this a like and put a moon in the comments. Please subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. And if you would like a personal private reading, you can contact me at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com. I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. Thank you so much for coming to my channel. Hi, pile two. This is your reading if you chose this labradorite crystal. And this is, what about you makes others feel insecure? I'm going to introduce your cards and get into your reading. From the Rider-Waite Tarot deck, we have the Hanged Man, and the Eight of Swords, from the Tarot of Sexual Magic, we have the Three of Pentacles, and then we have the Ten of Pentacles. From the Muse Tarot, we have the Tower. Next, we have the Page of Inspiration. From the Light Seer's Tarot deck, we have the Two of Swords. And then we have the Four of Swords. We have a lot of swords energy. And then from the Wild Offering Oracle deck, we have Work. I'm now available to receive all who can benefit from my work. Use me to relieve suffering on the planet. May all who need me find me. The divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. Next, we have White Eagle, Ancestor Spirit. Connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern can be healed now. Next, from the Goddess Power deck, we have card number 30, Lilith, Independence. Could be 30 years old or have a significant date on the 30th, like a birth date or something. We have a couple of threes here, 3-3. And finally, we have card number 15, Glamour. Into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. All right, one of the first messages that came out, I think, because we have this Tower card, and what about you makes people feel insecure? Somehow you bring Tower moments into people's lives. You know, when they are restricted by their own thoughts, their beliefs, their patterns, see patterns here too, familial patterns, when they assume they're stuck, something about you in your life and how you live your life and maybe how you speak is really brings the Tower moment to them. It like shakes their very foundation and shakes them to the core and can actually turn their life upside down here. Because you, whether it's just your energy or how you understand the world and how you portray the world and, you know, how you like really embody your authentic self and like challenge the status quo, you really bring people like these epiphanies like, oh shit, this is how I was living my life and how I believed things were, but that's not how they are. And I think you wake people up to see the truth about reality and about how they live their life and how they think and their patterns and their misconceptions and their worries. And also I feel like for you here with this work card, it says the divine is my complete source for all prosperity and will provide. So I do see you as being a hard worker, but at the same time, I feel like you know how to balance your life. You know what to put into work, what to put into rest. And I think sometimes, even though you are a hard worker and you invest your energy in different areas of life, not just, you don't live to work. You work to live. You work to support your life. And there's a lot of people who feel like they have to work their ass off, to reach some level of success or what they deem as success. And, they really don't take the opportunity and time to enjoy their life. And they say, well, I'm not going to enjoy my life to retirement. But I feel like you take the time to rest and take the time to enjoy your life now as you are also building up your wealth and your stability and your legacy, because you are investing in yourself, in your own life, and into the lives of your family members and your friends, in your community, your lineage. And you're not sitting there constantly worried, or at least people don't think you're sitting there constantly worried about finances or about anything like that. So the fact that it's like you are able to create wealth, we have the 10 of Pentacles, you are able to create wealth without working yourself to exhaustion into the bone. And the people who feel as though they have to work hard to receive anything in life, I think you challenge that thing. Not, working hard has its place, and I think you know that and you practice it, but you also invest your energy in things that matter and things that will last, and not just fleeting riches, but long-term investment, long-term riches, the riches of your own health, your vitality, your relationships. And here it says with the 3 of Pentacles, like, I think part of what may make some people insecure with you, I was getting 2 different messages. So for masculine energies, I feel like it could be feminine energies too, you could be very strong, like big and strong and like muscular or something like that, or just have a lot of strength, which may intimidate other masculines, maybe even some feminines. And if you're a feminine, you may be like a smaller lady that someone could pick you up, and that could make some people feel insecure. Some women feel insecure because you're like petite and whatever. So that's for some of you. But I definitely feel another thing about you that makes people feel insecure is just like, there's like I'm thinking like this luscious quality about you. Like, this lady looks very luscious. She looks like a whole buffet, not just a snack, So I think you look like a whole buffet and not just a snack, and people could feel insecure about how nice your body is, or your breasts, or your butt, or your thighs, or even your feet, your hair. There's a couple of people here with red hair. There's also beautiful dark hair that we have. Like, probably long hair or just very luscious hair, thick hair, that people maybe feel insecure. And maybe even thick lips here. It seems like a lot of these people have thick lips as well. Nice juicy lips, kissable lips. And you're also someone who is independent and can stand on your own and take care of your own needs and things like that. I do think you're very collaborative and you can work well with people, but you don't depend on other people to take care of you. And those people that need someone all the time, to be there to support them, I think, feel insecure around you because you're able to, do it on your own. You don't need other people. I think you're very good working with other people and collaborating, but you're not dependent on that or on them or on other people to tell you what your worth is. And there are many people who determine their worth and value based on the actions, inaction, and reaction of other people. But I feel like you are very secure in your own power, and that security in your own power can make some insecure people feel insecure, So we do have Scorpio energy here, and we have a lot of, we have a couple with Scorpio, Pisces, and a lot of swords. I'm feeling air energy. So people see you as very intelligent, a good communicator, someone who is very decisive. They see you as a very decisive and insightful individual. So your insights really can awaken people. I feel like you're someone who has overcome different, familial issues. Maybe there's some child abuse issues or divorce issues or, mental health issues or something in your family line that you were like, I've had enough of this. My children aren't going to experience this, or my children or children's children, or however, the rest of my lineage, they are not going to be experiencing these same things. The buck stops with me, and I'm overcoming this, and I'm breaking any familial curse. And I'm like, in the name of Jesus, but in the name of whatever you choose to be. But you just break those curses, and you break the chains, and you're not held back. And I feel like you overcome some of those family issues. And sometimes people, when you are doing that stuff, you're going against the grain, they kind of want to hold you back. They want to stop you from, because they feel comfortable where they are, and you breaking free of those chains actually makes them feel insecure, so they want to hold you back, because it makes them feel not so great about themselves. It's really interesting how that works. But anyhow, the final message is glamour. Into this mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. This looks like you put yourself together really well, that you care about your appearance. Maybe you wear very nice clothes or hair, makeup or facial hair or accessories, or you have a nice car. You seem glamorous to people. Even whether you have money or not, it kind of looks like you may have money, and if you don't now, you probably will in the future, because you have the 10 of Pentacles here. Long-term financial stability, and that's a lot of finances too. That you just live more like a glamorous lifestyle, or they see that you will live like that glamorous lifestyle too, which makes people feel insecure. Insecure people will feel insecure about that. Other people, will applaud you and be happy for you and be in your corner. You know what I'm saying? It just depends on the person. And purple may look really good on you too. Or you really like purple. It looks like you have a very colorful personality here. And that you being colorful and not... And some of you may be goth as well, because there are some people here wearing just black. And Lilith is like dark moon Lilith. Makes me think of. So maybe you do have a level of darkness to you, but a cool kind of occultish darkness. You know what I'm saying? A witchy cool darkness. So that's about all I have for you, Pile 2. I hope that inspired and encouraged you, gave you some insight. Please like and comment with a black cat if that resonated, and subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. And if you would like a personal and private reading with me, you can contact me at Divine Inspiration 77333 at yahoo.com. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. And I thank you so much for coming to my channel. Hi, Pile 3. This is your reading if you chose the Rose Quartz. This reading is, what about you makes others feel insecure? So I'm going to introduce the cards to you and get into your reading. First we have from Rider-Waite Tarot, the King of Cups. Then we have the Ace of Swords. From the Tarot of Sexual Magic, we have the Empress. I think pile 1 had the Empress as well. And then we have the Justice card. I kind of think pile 1 had the Justice and the Empress, just in another deck. Interesting. So if you were not sure between the two piles, maybe you want to check out pile 1 as well. And then from the Muse Tarot, we have the Eight of Emotions, which is the Eight of Cups. Then we have the Two of Inspiration, or the Two of Wands. And then we have the Six of Swords from the Light Seers Tarot deck. And the Wheel of Fortune. From the Wild Offering Oracle deck, we have Calmness. The inner divine is the witness of all, remaining still and quiet even during intense turbulence. So take a deep breath and then say, quiet my mind, dear Lord. May your peaceful calm take over. Next, from the Keepers of the Light Oracle, we have the Miriam Sacred Vision. Choose to forgive in order to heal. See the light in all. Remember that love has no boundaries. Next, we have, interesting, from the Goddess Power deck, card number 52, Yuki Onna, Stillness. We have calmness and stillness. I'm seeing this like icy blue here. There's some turquoise blues in the first pile too. There's some turquoise and there's icy blue here. And here's another turquoise. And then we have card number 10, another 10, so we have 1010. And that is authenticity. Who I truly am is good indeed. I am an authentic in thought, word, and deed. Okay, what about you makes people feel insecure? You know, I guess to start out here, it's like, it doesn't look like anybody can steal your peace. You have the King of Cups here, someone who's very emotionally in control, emotionally stable, and emotionally mature. And along with calmness and this inner peace and this stillness, that you are not afraid to be still. It's like, be still and know. It's like you just know. People feel like you just know things. And I think that makes them feel insecure. Because you're so authentic and real and true. And I feel like you look for the best. And you just believe the best. And you just keep your peace. If you need to walk away, it feels like you walk away quietly. That you, like, people may want you to argue or fight with them, and you don't. You're just like, okay, cool. You know, I'm keeping my peace. I'm maintaining who I am, who I know I am. That, you know, you will not engage with that. You will not move down to that level. You're the Empress here. You sit on your freaking throne and you're like, shit, I'm not going down to your level. I'm the bad bee. I sit on my throne. I keep my peace because I'm mature. I'm grown up. I'm emotionally mature. I'm intelligent. I know how to run things. I know how to run my life. I know how to control my own energy. And I feel like you just don't deal with it. And people feel insecure. And you tell the truth. You tell the truth. And you're very balanced in everything you do. And you just don't. You don't F with lies. You don't F with deception. You just tell it like it is. And if need be, you'll walk away peacefully. You maintain your peace. You maintain your calm. And that can be unsettling to other people. And I do feel like you can see into people. You probably have a level of empathy, and you've learned how to protect your energy. You've learned to protect your energy, and you've learned to be in that place of peace where you're not overwhelmed, over anxious. And even when you do get into that, you just move back into that stillness and calm. You meditate, you get out into the water, out into and like exercise or do whatever you need to do to maintain your peace. And I feel that's a very strong theme here for you. That you're honest and truthful and authentic and peaceful. And I think you do see yourself in other people because you're so authentic, and you're able to see through lies because you are so honest and truthful. And so you can discern, a true person from a fake person or someone putting on airs. You're able to discern that, and I think that makes people feel insecure. And you reflect that person because you're so transparent. I think you somehow reflect other people's stuff, whatever their stuff is, wounds. But if they are being true to themselves, authentic, and doing the right thing, maintaining their own values, and they see good stuff. So actually how people see you is a reflection of how they see themselves. So it's, if they ever say anything crappy about you, it's really not about you, it's about them and what they don't like about themselves. I feel like you're also a person who's very prepared. Maybe you travel because I'm getting some travel energy, and that could intimidate them because you're very worldly and well-traveled, and if you're not actually well-traveled, I think you've learned so much that it feels as though you've traveled to different cultures and countries and places and cities, and you've just learned a lot about a lot of things. And I'm seeing here all the elements. In the Empress we have Taurus, then we have Libra, and we also have the King of Cups, so Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces. And with this, I'm thinking the twins, Gemini. Some of you could have a twin, or maybe a best friend or a mother or something that you look alike, or a sister that you look a lot alike. Maybe you look like twins. I feel like you have a very feminine aspect to you, and a very receptive quality. Lovely form, lovely legs, maybe you wear nice shoes, good accessories. You look luxurious to people, I don't know, you just exude this luxuriousness, with that Taurus energy and that very earthly type of energy. But you also come across as very intellectually astute as well as emotionally astute. Like you have a very good balance of emotion and mind, and they work in harmony together. And so you're very stable in that sense. It feels like you really know who you are. So that makes people who don't know, who aren't solid and stable in who they are, that makes them feel insecure. I am thinking that you look good in like icy blues. And maybe people have told you that, and that, makes you look really good. So those people who don't feel as good about themselves feel as though, that makes them feel insecure. Feeling you're very gracious, very sweet. Someone who brings peace to a situation. You're very secure in yourself. It's very ironic how our own security can make other people feel insecure. It feels like you're like always prepared as well. Like you're someone who's prepared and organized. You look into the future. You may write lists. You may keep a schedule. And other people like, man, I wish I did that. And who are more naturally disorganized, I think that makes them feel insecure of how organized you are compared to how they are. Like you show up with whatever you need, maybe in your briefcase or in your purse. You like, if someone needs something, you have in there. You got Tylenol? Here you go. Need a tampon? There it is. Need a boiled egg? I got in my briefcase. I don't know. Some random crap you probably have prepared, or you have it in your car or something. Like you're just a very prepared person, which could intimidate some people. At least a lot of you are. And it looks to me your luck is changing, and people see things changing for you. And like the tables are turning. If, life hands you lemons, you make lemonade. I know that's kind of an old saying and kind of cheesy, but that's what it looks like here. You create your own luck and your own vision, and you have a vision for the future and a vision in other people, and you know what you want, and you have your peace, and you're going to keep your peace. You have a vision for the future, a vision for yourself. You're a visionary, and those who don't have this clear vision, that makes them feel insecure. And I really feel like here that's like a lunar eclipse, so you have very powerful manifestation energies as well. You can make your visions happen. You don't just talk about something, you make it happen. And that can make some people feel insecure. And I think you probably flit around really fast like a butterfly, a hummingbird. A hummingbird like moves their wings really fast, and they have an interesting flight pattern. They can go backwards and forwards, up and down. And I feel like you may flit around like that in your life. You may be very high vibrational because that, that really fast, I can't go that fast. That really fast wing, how they get their wings like that, it's a very high frequency. So I'm feeling a high frequency here too. So those who don't vibe with that makes them feel insecure. And I think that's about all I have for you, pile number 3. I hope that inspired and encouraged you and gave you some insight. If that resonated with you, please like and comment with, I don't know if there's any hummingbird or some kind of bird. Subscribe to my channel if you have not yet. I do upload new content as often as possible. And if you would like a personal private reading, you can contact me at divineinspiration77333@yahoo.com. And that's also in the description box. And I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day or evening wherever you are in the world. And I thank you so much for coming to my channel. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. Bye.